Welcome, everyone, to another Kansas Club hockey broadcast. Logan Rosengard alongside Gabe Daniel here at the Jones Center in Arkansas. Game 2 of the weekend for the Kansas Jayhawks and Arkansas Razorbacks. Gabe, what do you see going into this game? How can they build on those few moments of success that they had last night?
You know, I think part of it is just silence the crowd, that they packed these stands quite well, I'd say, given the road conditions still. And obviously Kansas is also going to want to close things out on a high note in the regular season.
Definitely something to keep track of, something I want to make note of. This is going to be, for the Kansas team at least, the last regular season game for the seniors on the team. Steven Savalas, Aiden Pearson, who isn't here, Max Brown. It's definitely going to be a game filled with emotions for those guys, and hopefully something that the team can rally around. As we get ready for puck drop here at the Jones Center, we've got number 9, Sugar Sawara, lining up against Steven Savalas here, as we are moments away from the start of the game. Face-off won back by Arkansas. Under the net is Jordan Desquier, handing it off to his defensive partner, Cameron McAtee. He's going to have a headman pass up to Sugar Sawara. Poked away by Caleb Duso and put behind the Arkansas net. Picked up once again by Jordan Desquier. Dropped off for McAtee. Passed up ahead. Picked up, however, by the Jayhawks' Max Brown. In the corner now, Brown fighting for it. Steven Savalas laying a big hit on Arkansas' Zach Wilson. Shot in front of the net, missed wide. Picked up at the point by Desquier, which will need to be regrouped. Under the net now for Caleb Duso. Up to Jack Gerber, who will have the puck picked away by him. Once again, Max Brown with the puck through the neutral zone. Gerber trying chipping it ahead. Blocked by Arkansas. Over to McAtee in the neutral zone. Under the net now, met by Trevor McLean, who's checked into the boards by Duso. Puck picked up by Jack Gerber, who's going to have a little bit of a lane at center ice. Shooting, and he's not going to get anything on it as the goalie makes a nice save. Alex Adler in the corner, and it will be out of play. 18:27 here remaining in the first period. 0-0 our score still. We're going to get an offensive zone draw on the glove side of the Arkansas net here, Gabe. Puck won back over to Morgan, who's going to take a shot, and it's going to be gloved up by the goalie. With a few seconds ran off the clock there. Now, the energy in the arena, Gabe, today is a little different than it was yesterday, especially with the crowd. Definitely not as eerie or as peaceful as it was yesterday. Mitch Miles. And we will have an ensuing face-off to his blocker side. Michael Ellis lining up for the Razorbacks, and Luke Hansen winning to draw back into the corner. Picked up, however, by Trevor McLean, who's going to pass the puck up to the Jayhawks. Max Piquet through the neutral zone, not able to get much on it, as it's dumped ahead by Morgan, and it will be picked up by the Arkansas defenders. Skating up ice now, puck passed over to McLean in the corner now under the net. Checked aside, and it's going to be Alex Adler chipping it up and out of the zone, as the Jayhawks will be able to get a change. Pass up to Cruz on the wing, met by a huge hit from Steven Savelis. At the point now, Patterson chips it in. It's going to be picked up by Ben Williams. Williams passes it up to Savelis at the blue line, looking for an outlet pass, dumps it into the corner. Picked up by Arkansas's Corey Reese. Back under the net. And it will be sent down just short of an icing. Rung around, picked up by Arkansas's Reese. In the corner now is Borrelais, who had a game for himself last night. Shot blocked by Gerber. Another shot from Motor, blocked by the goalie Miles. Motor under the net now, looking for a pass. Passes it into Steven Savelis' stick, who's able to get a breakout pass. It's going to be Jack Gerber in a foot race with Brian Romero as icing is waved off. Picked up by Romero, passed it up to his winger. Romero back under the goal line now. Breakout pass to Borrelais. Borrelais chips it up into the neutral zone. Lance Medina tries gloving it down, but it's picked up by Matthew Modere. Matthew Modere passes it into the neutral zone, but it's picked away by Duso, picked up by Medina. Medina's going to have a lot of time to skate. And it's going to be offsides with 16-14 here remaining in the first period of play.
You know, a really quiet start to this game as opposed to last night.
High-scoring game for the Razorbacks. Ended up being an 11-2 score. After one, it was 4-0. Jayhawks seeming to get their bearings a little easier here early, Gabe, as the puck is shot in and saved into the corner by Sam Haynes. Puck in front, not able to find anyone. Duso fires it. Fontanetta tries picking it up. Duso at the point, keeps it in, but not for long, as it's going to be a scramble back into the Jayhawk end, picked up by Arkansas's Jake Scherer. In the corner now, battling for it. Nick Valentini and Brandon Fontanetta. Fontanetta sends it around for Jackson Reed, who gets buried in front of his own net. And there's going to be an ensuing penalty and a power play opportunity for the Jayhawks here on that hit, as Jackson Reed took one high in front of his own bench. Penalty is going to be on Jordan Desquier, number 2 for the Arkansas Razorbacks, and we're going to have a Jayhawk power play here, Gabe. Something we saw a bit of last night, a lot of special teams play, as there were a few penalties here and there for both sides. Hopefully they're able to capitalize early here as they have the man advantage early in the period.
And for those choosing to watch us instead of Kansas basketball, the Jayhawks are also leading that one 23-7 right now, heading into immediate timeout.
The puck is wired into the corner, picked up by Savelis. Back over to Duso. Savelis at the point, passes it under the net to Medina, who's met by Chris Yance in the corner. Pardon me, Chris Yance. Duso, back to Savelis. Walking, shooting! Glove saved by Haynes for a stoppage. 1:31 remaining on the Jayhawk power play. Good puck movement early from the Jayhawks on this power play, something that they're definitely going to need to have if they want to find the openings in this really disciplined Arkansas penalty kill and team, especially at 5-on-5 play. Puck movement's going to be key for this game, Gabe. Draw one back, all the way back down, however, in the Jayhawks' end. Mitch Miles passes it over to Max Brown. Max Brown under the net now, up to Caleb Duso. Duso back to Brown. Pass over to Medina. Back to Duso, chipped in. Puck back, Max Piqué with it. Going under the net, looking to reset the power play. Through the neutral zone now is Piqué, who has the puck poked off of his stick by Zach Wilson. Wilson to Sugasawara in the slot, and it's an Arkansas goal early here in the game. 1-0 to the home team, Arkansas Razorbacks. Griffin Sugasawara, who was a factor in yesterday's game, striking early and getting first blood. 14:24 remaining, and a shorthanded goal at that with 49 seconds remaining on this Arkansas penalty kill game. Luke Hansen draws up for the Jayhawks, won back by the Razorbacks. Fired in, Ben Williams through the neutral zone. Gets it back to Jack Gerber. Gerber under the net now, looking for a pass. Skates on the wing through the neutral zone. Gets the puck picked up, now picked up by Arkansas's McAtee in his own end. McAtee fires it down to chew a little bit of time off. Cole Walsh through the neutral zone, dumps it in. 20 seconds remaining on this Arkansas penalty kill. McAtee tries chipping it up, gets it out of the zone. Ben Williams will go after it. Picked up by Miles under the net. Left for Walsh. Walsh under the net, met by Arkansas presence. Pinned in the boards now by Trevor McLean. The puck gets chipped into the corner. Williams tries making a play up to Gerber, but the pass is broken up, and it's going to be a pickoff. Hansen gets a shot on net, but it's blocked away by Haynes. Huge hit from Hansen in the corner. It's going to be Ellis for Arkansas through the neutral zone. Lot, pass over to McAtee, picked off by Hansen. Hansen in the corner now, ships it up to Ellis. Ellis dumps it ahead, picked up back up by the Jayhawks. Hansen. Shot on net blocked in front by Ellis. Puck chipped ahead for Gerber, who's going to be able to find it, and it's going to be offside, however. 12:56 remaining in the first period. And those mismatch opportunities that we saw here from Arkansas on that penalty kill is something that Jayhawks had a Razorbacks. However, picked up by Max Piqué in the corner. Shot in front, and he scores! Max Piqué tying the game up 1-1. A bouncing puck off the stick of Haynes into the top of the net, and we have ourselves a tie game here with 12:49 remaining in the first period, Gabe.
And you know, Max Piqué, one of those guys who's really starting to grow into his personality for the team, being the guy to go to, just tied it at 1.
Max Piqué used to play defense for BGHW back in Illinois. Has transitioned into a nice two-way forward, and getting pucks to the net is going to be key, and it bounced the right way this time as play is continuing. Morgan chips it in. Now Borrelais. Borrelais at the blue line, chips it ahead, picked up by Savalas. Savalas back through the neutral zone of Savalas off a give-and-go pass. Tries going through the defender, but it gets stopped. Still in control, the Jayhawks. However, it's picked up by Borrelais. Borrelais gives a headman pass over to Moder. Moder shot goes wide into the corner. Picked up once again by Ellis. Moder in front. Can't seem to get too much on it. Patterson. Puck stripped away by Piqué. Piqué gets a pass up to Medina through the neutral zone, and it's going to be Arkansas regrouping with it. Pass to the neutral zone. Dumped in by Odeline. Picked up once again by the Jayhawks. Hansen in the neutral zone, playing with it. Dropped for Adler, who can't seem to get on it. McAtee under the net now. Gerber tries playing with the puck, can't get it into the neutral zone. Moder chips it ahead, picked up by Williams over to Max Brown, one of the seniors on this team. Brown through the neutral zone to McAtee, and it's going to be regrouped once again. Jordan Deskier, pass picked up, but unable to be picked off successfully by the Jayhawks. Nick Valentini dumps it in, met by Max Brown. Deskier on the wing, chips it away, and it's picked up by Williams, who gets pummeled into the behind the play. Desquier up to McAtee at the point. McAtee walking with it and dumps it back down for Valentini. Valentini under the net, met by Ben Williams' presence. Board battle now, chip back into the corner, and it's going to be Max Brown with it. Max Brown trying to chip it high for Adler, who gets it out of their own end for a line change for the Jayhawks. McAtee walking in the slot, shooting, blocked by Brown. Jackson Reed back on his feet after taking that big hit in front of his net. Puck tried getting cleared out, caught by the Razorbacks. Sugasawara through the slot, and he can't through the neutral zone into the Jayhawk end, shooting, and it's blocked away and stopped by Mitch Miles. 10:09 here to go in the first period of play. 1-1 our score, Gabe.
And you know, since both goals scored, I think the energy has risen a lot, and both teams look to end the regular season with a win here.
There's going to be a scramble in front of the net. Back out to Reese at the point. Reese looking for an outlet pass, can't seem to find it. Connor Morgan in the corner now. Puck picked up, shooting save by Mitch Miles. Back at the point is Romero. Romero chips it in for Brad Estrada, who had a hat trick for the Razorbacks last. Shot wide of the net, picked up by Reese at the point. Reese chips it back in. Estrada hitting Walsh in the corner. Chipped out by Fontanetta. However, it's kept in by Zach Wilson. Wilson shot, went rebound wide of the net. Opens up and is able to get a point pass back to Romero. Romero shooting, blockered away. And the puck is going to be able to be cleared for no icing, and the Jayhawks are going to be able to get a change here. 9 minutes remaining, 1-1, still our score. Romero down the wing, met by Adler, who picks it away, up to Gerber. Gerber out to Dusso. Dusso is going to try and get a pass over to Hansen. Unsuccessfully, though. It's going to be picked back up by Dylan Odeline, met in the corner by Hansen. Puck picked out. Adler shot, blocked in the middle. Back under the net now, Odeline. Passes it up through the neutral zone, and it's going to go. No icing by the refs. Max Brown under the net. Hansen at the wing, up to Gerber. Gerber's going to try and have an opportunity, and it's going to be chipped into the... Definitely a different played game from the Jayhawks. A lot more pep in their step, and it might have to be with the fact that this is the send-off for some of the seniors, and just an easy game to forget last night as the puck is dumped back down into the Arkansas end. Ellis. My mistake, not Ellis. Odeline under the net. Now, McAtee. And up to chipped away, and it's going to be an icing.
Going back to what you said, I think part of it has something to do with just the magic of back-to-backs, you know. I think last weekend's a perfect example. Kansas came out and beat Oklahoma State 7-1 in game one, and then they lost 4-3 in overtime the following day.
It certainly is tough college hockey, especially at the level that these guys are playing at and at the pace that Arkansas plays at. It's hard to have two fiery appearances in a row, as it's going to be. Ellis through the wing, shot wide of the net, picked up by Max Piquet, who's going to chip it high and out of play. 7:43 to go in the first. Faceoff's going to be to the right of Mitch Miles. Savelis, Medina, and Piquet out there for the Jayhawks. Borles, Estrada. Over to McAtee at the point. McAtee's going to walk, shooting wide of the net. Met by Max Piquet at the boards, and he's going to chip it away. It's going to be Medina all by himself down to the corner. Medina shooting wide of the net. Picked up by Savelis. Savelis at the point looking for a pass. Chipped it back down to Piquet in the corner now. Piquet in front, shooting. Shooting's Medina. Another shot by Savelis, and it's going to be picked back up by Arkansas. Out to Reese. Reese through the middle to Estrada. Poked away by Piquet. Up to Savelis in the neutral zone. Picked back up by Patterson. Patterson looking up. Pass. Caught by Ben Williams of the Jayhawks over to Over to Walsh on the boards. Walsh chips it in. Patterson in the corner now. Over to Deskeer. Back under the net, picked up by Walsh, who can't seem to keep it in. Ben Williams will reset the Jayhawks in his own end. 6:41 to go in the period. Into the corner now is Borrelais with the hit. Back up to McAtee at the point. McAtee chips it in. Ben Williams under the net. Caught by Borrelais. It's going to be a board battle for possession. In Ben Williams' skate, picked up by the Razorbacks. Shooting is Modair. Shot picked up by Modair over to McAtee. McAtee gets the puck disrupted from him, and he's going to have to reset. McAtee through the middle. 1-2 move, and it's saved by Miles. McAtee once again with it. Still holding on, met by Alex Adler. Over to Ian Lotz under the net now. Lotz to Reese. Reese loses control of the puck, and it's going to be picked up by Gerber. He's going to have an opportunity to get the net here, and it's going to be pushed away by Lotz. And there's going to be a penalty on Ian Lotz on the hit on Gerber, who took a hard fall into the boards. Another power play opportunity for the Jayhawks, it looks like, Gabe. And we do apologize to those of you watching.
I bet. It looks like it's his right ankle.
One of the more explosive components of the Jayhawk forward group. Definitely not. I don't believe there's a penalty on the play either. I thought Chip Excel, who's wearing the bands today for the trio, called a penalty, but it looks like he was just erring on the side of caution for the injured Gerber. Savalas, Reed, and Fontanetta lined up. Back to Connor Morgan, who dumps it in. Picked up by Haynes under the net. Haynes leaves it off for the defenseman. Boards now, it's going to be Sugasawaru who gets met by Alex Adler's shoulder. Or my bad, Connor Morgan's picked up under the net by Max Brown, who chips it ahead. Romero, shot saved by Miles. Morgan in the corner now tries firing it out. Jackson Reed at the point, can't seem to do anything else with it. Brian Romero. Over to Reese, back to Romero. Romero up to Estrada, and it's going to be chipped in and under the net, met by the goalie Miles. In front for no opportunity. Romero in the neutral zone, resetting the Razorbacks. Estrada on the wing up to Sugasawaru. Sugasawaru gets the puck chipped off of the stick with it, not before getting a shot off wide of the corner. Max Pique on the boards now, met by Sugasawaru. Puck picked up. It's going to be Estrada walking and missing the wraparound opportunity. Reese chips it into the corner for Zach Wilson to Estrada. Met by Brandon Fontanetta of the Jayhawks, who's able to create a breakout opportunity. Back to Max Brown, who rings it around the boards, met by Ellis. Max Pique lays a pretty big hit on Arkansas's Kyle Cruz. Puck now back in the Arkansas end by Dylan Odeline. Odeline skating through the neutral zone, taking ice. Dumps it in. Picked up by Jayhawks Brown. Backhands it out to the Arkansas Odeline. Odeline one more time through the shot. Wide of the net. Under the net now. Chris Yance. Yance walking into the slot. Still with the puck. Finding Estrada. Estrada in the slot. Saved by Miles. And that puck's going to go wide. No rebound opportunity there for the Razorbacks. Walsh under the net now. Picked up by Arkansas. Shooting in front, and Miles doesn't have a stick. Walsh is going to try and clear. Kept in by Arkansas. Tipped wide and high. And we're going to get a stoppage of play here. Still 1-1 our score at the Jones Center with 3:22 to go in the opening frame.
And, you know, McLean had a wide open net, and I just can't believe he missed that. A lot of great looks for the Razorbacks, but Kansas getting bailed out there.
It didn't look like to me that he was able to get too much on it. He had the open opportunity, but his stick was being interfered with by the Jayhawks, and he also had to wrap around the post. It was a tough go, but a really quality chance. Fortunate for the Jayhawks, it went their way. Under the net now is Borrelais in front for Patterson. Unable to capitalize on the opportunity. PK out to Reed, who chips it ahead to the neutral zone. Once again, Borrelais tries being a little too fancy with it. Now back in the Jayhawks end, Ben Williams over by his bench. Chips it ahead for Reed, kept in by the Razorbacks. PK tried getting it out. Once again, kept in by Jans. Under the net now is Moder. Back up to Jans. Over to Odeline. Shot saved by Miles. 2:40 to go here in the first period. And both teams will be able to get a line change. Story of the game has definitely changed. Arkansas kind of controlling play in the offensive end a little more over the last few minutes, as we're going to get Elliott lining up with Hansen. Elliott back to McAtee at the point. McAtee chips it into the corner, still holding on to it, met by Duso. In the corner now, Hansen rings it around for Adler. Adler tries chipping it out, however, Deskier keeps it in. Deskier walking through the point, shooting, and it's going to ring off the pipe and wide. Arkansas picks up the rebound. One more glove save by Miles. Scramble in front, and Miles is going to make the save. 2:15 to go in the first. Great sequence from the goalie, Miles, who, as we talked about on the broadcast last night, he's been able to get better and better every game, and once again, that glove coming in clutch. He might not have been able to grab onto it initially, but he did make the save and the stop, and the score is still the same.
You know, 1-1 with 2:15 left to go in the first period is much different than what we...
Oh, definitely a much better game for the Jayhawks. Savalas lining up at the dot now. As it's chipped over into the neutral zone, into the Arkansas end. PK and Deskier fighting. And we'll get the face-off back down in the Jayhawk end.
And another look at the Kansas-Baylor basketball game. Kansas just taking that one 32-15. There's about 5 minutes and some change left in that first half. Baylor missing their last 8 field goal attempts.
Puck picked up by Valentini under the net for Arkansas. Chipped ahead, picked up by Medina on the boards. Medina fighting for it with Elliott. Connor Morgan tries getting it out. There's going to be more board battle. Elliott, pass blocked through the slot by Brown, and the puck's going to be stopped once again. 1:46 to go in the first.
And it looked like Valentini was trying to poke that puck loose after Miles had already gotten on top of it. That's why you saw that little push from Chevelis. It's like, hey, it's enough. The whistle was blown. Definitely
something you want to keep track of, especially after some of the bigger hits we've seen so far today. You want to keep your guys healthy and out of the injury report. Face-off won by the Jayhawks. Duso under the net, met by Estrada. Estrada to the boards, once again picked up by Duso. Duso tries getting it up to Adler, picked up by McAtee, who's going to ring it under the boards for Estrada. Estrada up to Deskier. Deskier, pass across, picked off by Adler, and it's going to have to be reset by the Razorbacks. McAtee back under the net now. McAtee setting up to Sukasawara, who got the goal for the Razorbacks early. On the boards now, Morgan to Reed, just out of reach. Deskier tries chipping it out, chipped back in by Alex Adler. Picked up by the Razorbacks. Morgan tries firing it through. And it's going to be Sukasawara taking a little bit of ice on the wing. Firing, blocked by Williams. Williams is going to lay a hit on Sukasawara. In front, and Adler's going to clear the puck for an icing. Jayhawks unable to make the change that they were looking for, and are going to be pinned in their own end with 41 to go in the first period. off. One back by the Jayhawks. It's Duso putting it off the boards. Picked up by the Razorbacks at the point. Duso playing with it. Passes it up to Adler, who's going to get bounced over his stick. Romero chipped ahead back into the Jayhawk end. Savalas playing with it now. Up to Adler. Adler through the neutral zone. Dumps it in. Bounced off of skates and picked up by Savalas. Savalas through the neutral zone down the wing. And the Jayhawks will head into the locker room with a tie game, Gabe.
You know, that's got to be a much better feeling. A lot more confidence has to be surging. And hopefully we'll see two Jayhawk teams.
1-1 our score here. We're going to take a little bit of an intermission break. We will be back here in just about 12 minutes, so don't you go anywhere far so fast. We'll be right back.